Hi, today I want to show you how I made this little test tube holder. The little tubes are actually flower tubes that you can find at your local florist, and the corks are cork number 8 that you can find at the craft store. What you're going to need is a piece of red cardstock. This is real red, cut at 11 by 4 1/4. So it's basically half a sheet of 8 1/2 by 11. Then you're going to score it at 1 1/2, then 3, 4 1/2, and 6. On the front side, this will be your front, you're going to stamp, making sure that whatever image you have is facing down, because this is going to be your front. This is how you're going to see it. And on the back, on your panels that you have the score lines, you need to stamp on these two panels. This one is going to be the inside panel, and this panel here, the third one, is going to be the bottom of the box. And I don't want any stamping on there, so I'm going to put sticky notes to cover, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp, making sure that my image is facing down. Okay. Now you've noticed that here I added score tape. You can use sticky strip on this panel, the top one. Then I went ahead and round the corners, and that's basically all you need to do. And oh, actually you're going to punch holes on the second panel of the small four panels. You're going to punch the holes. This is the 3 1/4 circle punch, and you're going to put it all the way in and center it, and then punch, and then one on the other side. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this aside, and I'm going to start working on the top. Here I have a piece of Pretty in Pink. This is 4 1/4 by 4 1/2 by 1 1/4, and I have a piece of score tape. I also rounded the corners, and actually I am going to punch. I already took the backing off, but that's okay, it'll work. I'm going to go ahead and punch the border on this piece. Using the sides as my guide to punch. Okay, once I have this, I am going to take my ribbon, and this ribbon is a polka dotted, almost see-through ribbon that I got from Walmart. And I'm going to put a piece of snail. And this one I'm not going to put too tight, because I'm going to use this little piece to tie my little nut. Okay. I'm going to trim the edges. My ribbon. Now I already added score tape on the top and the bottom, and I'm just going to add 2 more pieces on the sides. going to take these off. And add this to the top. Of my box. Then on a piece of craft paper, I'm going to go ahead and stamp with Real Red this other image from the same stamp set, which is the Love You Much. And I'm going to punch it out with my 1 1/4 circle punch. Now I have a scallop. This is a Pretty in Pink, and this is the small scallop from Stampin' Up, not the newest, larger one. And I'm going to add my circle. This is 1 3/8 of Real Red. And I'm going to add my image. And I punched out a heart from the small heart punch. This is in Real Red as well. I put a piece of dimensional. I'm going to pop that in the middle. Then I'm going to take my white gel pen and I'm going to do polka dots almost to mimic the polka dots on my ribbon. Okay, and I'm going to let that dry for a minute. Then I also stamped a Happy Valentine's Day from the Teeny Tiny Wishes, and I have a curly label punch, I think, or modern label punch. I'm going to stick that to my Real Red punch, and then I'm going to add almost like a faux brads. Then I'm going to let this dry too, and I'm going to bring my box back, and I'm going to fold the score line. And I'm going to take the backing of my tape and there you go, we're pretty much done. Then I'm just going to take dimensionals, put them on the back of my element here, and then stick it to the front. And then I also added dimensionals to the back of my sentiment, and I'm going to stick that right here. And there you go, it's ready to add the little tubes. I hope you like it, and if you have any questions or any comments, please let me know. Thank you.